Hello everyone, good morning. It's another episode of Just a Chat with BUNMI, ALABI. And guess what? It's like 7 days to 8 days. Yes, next week. Thursday is going to be 25th. Assume date that Jesus was born. Jesus' birthday as 25th. So this time next week is going to be Christmas Eve. Oh, enough chicken. I want to come and visit some people. See, that day I don't really want to even do any stress. I just want I'm planning to do something actually. I want to do like last year I had cook with me on Christmas Day, and I invited one of my sisters who came to all the way from Lokoja to cook what's this he cooked this soup ishapa. He cook it on Christmas Day. So this Christmas, guess what, I'm bringing somebody all the way from Akwa Ibom, and he told me that I want to teach you how to do eggplant something. I can't remember the rest, but watch out on my page on Christmas Day. Cook with me on Christmas Day. So this soup is going to be available. So in case you want it, just allow me. So I'm giving you a gist for that day ahead. So watch out. All right. So how are you doing? How are you preparing for Christmas? How are you preparing yourself mentally, physically, financially? I know a lot of people are worried. I've not done Christmas clothes and this. Please don't stress yourself. Don't put so much unnecessary stress on yourself, on your partner, on children. Don't put stress on your parents. Whatever they give you, whatever you have this time, please use it wisely. Enjoy it. The most important thing is the season, as in the season, enjoying the season, the moment, and the people you are going to enjoy with. That is much more important. Don't pressure yourself. That's my tip for you this morning. And before I go on this topic, I have amazing guests who are going to join me. Today's topic is a very sensitive one, and we can't exhaust the gist, the chat about relationship, about marriage, about violence, about things people go through, because statistically, marriage relationship is one of the things that is rated high, as in on a very high peak. With what really happens, people go through challenges. Apart from maybe health issue, marriage issue is another thing that people really have most challenges with. And I think we need to really talk about it, to sensitize people, to bring people who can shed light into it, so that by doing so you can get something to learn from it. So I'm not going to do that alone. I have my dear sister here who's always been on set with me whenever she's available. She's very intelligent, she's smart, she knows her onion, she knows how to do it right. She's a wife, she's a midwife, nurse. See the way you're smiling. It's about you now. I have to just hype you, because that is what you are. I don't just flat out. That's you. You are beautiful. Do you know that?
Yes, ma'am.
And so aside from AJ telling you that, I'm saying that you are pretty beautiful. You are intelligent, you are smart. You are looking calm today. Don't give me that calmness. Don't give me that calmness. We are here to talk about the gist today. So how are you doing?
I'm doing great. Work is fine.
Stress, kind of.
Stressful.
I know you now. Shebi, I know you now. I know when you are tired. Please, who is stressing my nurse? Please don't stress her for me. Don't stress her for AJ in particular.
But work is fine. Everybody's
But
fine.
let me take time to rest too, please.
Yeah, but as a nurse, you can't rest even in the midnight. Patients are calling your number, so
Please.
but you have to be there
Please.
for everybody.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Humanitarian service. That's what you do. Is good. God will reward you. God will reward your effort. Me, I had a very stressful day. I've not really had time to rest, but I'm taking my time. That rest is important, because I know it tells on my body when my body is
And
ready.
Christmas is approaching. You can't rest when Christmas is approaching. You have to be empath.
Why?
Energy.
Why?
It's Christmas.
Christmas energy. You are not into business now. We that were into business, we're the one thinking of, okay, how do we meet up others? So which one is your own that you want to be at party? What do you want? Is it not to go to people to eat and to enjoy Christmas?
Christmas, want to catch Christmas babies, want to catch
babies.
Christmas. Yes, now.
Like
You have Christmas babies.
Oh,
You have
really?
babies.
As
So when
well?
it's Christmas, they're like,
Oh.
it's gonna be the Christmas, mom. It's gonna
Oh,
be so
my home free is how to have Christmas baby.
Amen.
Christmas.
I'm
Is
a
there
midwife, don't worry.
Is there a miracle that can happen between
I'm
now
a
and
sponsor.
Christmas? Is there a miracle that can happen between now and Christmas? Don't let me talk, because of somebody that is on set today. And even that person's thought alone camp whatsoever you are saying. So don't talk too much, please.
Yes,
I have the pleasure of inviting somebody special on set today who's going to come in from the spiritual angle of what we're going to talk about today, because it is deep. and we need spiritual enlightenment in it. Please join me as I welcome Pastor NIXON ONIWON said.
Thank you. Thank you. It's good to be here. Thank you.
Thank you. And some will be like, what are you talking about? That can stamp something. See, these are man of God, is a father, is a spiritual father. What? Give me that English. So simple but so I always say, whatsoever he tells you to do, please do it. I know he didn't send me this, but he's a man of God that I respect so much, and I've known him for years, and he's a man that stands by his word. He's a man that God has been with all through years. We know we have a lot of fake around, but this one is original. God is with him, God is for him, God is by him. We celebrate grace.
Thank you.
I know you're feeling like, you're talking like this about me.
Yeah.
I'm not comfortable.
Thank you. I
Don't
believe
mind, it's me that can do that. I can do that now because that's who you are.
I am humbled.
We appreciate the grace of God on
Thank
you. You celebrate it, sir. Thank you for coming on set today. You're welcome.
Pleasure is mine.
So how are you doing?
Blessed.
Family, ministry,
We are all blessed.
Nigeria. I should
Nigeria
not go there.
Nigeria
Nigeria
is
is blessed. Thank you. I like that prophetic. Nigeria is blessed. And so shall it be for all of us. It shall be blessed because when they are saying there's casting down, there shall be
You said
lifting
there's
up
a
for
prayer.
us.
Yes.
Yes, we children of God. All right, so thank you. So let's just go straight to why we are here. There's a story that I would like to flash to you on the screen. I don't know, maybe they can just help us to flash the story of the man who by, let me use the word by, we should not be using that 4-letter word, by his wife. Abi, the man that by his wife by stabbing her 76 times until she passed on. That story, when I saw that, I had to ask myself, like, how possible that? Is this really possible? Maybe you are going to just show the story briefly. Welcome back. You can see that honestly it's very, very disturbing, and I don't even know what to say. Did you read the story? Did you see the story?
I saw it, and at first I was like, wow, really? Well, I was like, thank God I got married before reading the story.
Tell me something. Oh, yeah, talk to me. So what would have happened?
So if I was still a single and I didn't have baby anybody, I was too close to get married, I would just be like, oh,
marriage is
not coming up. Because when you see a lot of stories and you're like, people's life being wasted, people's destiny being cut short, why? Because they choose to get married.
because of love.
Doesn't make any sense.
Mm.
So, but
It's love now.
that one is not love. It's not love. It's pity. Seriously, because I feel that probably, okay, I don't want people to say this person is a pastor and his wife left him. This person is a pastor and we have issues at home. Most of it is pity. You think maybe you're trying to help them, but it's pity. So I don't know why people pity each other in marriage. And to me, it's not worth it. So if you know that this thing is not working for you, excuse yourself. It's not a big deal. So if you need children, I've told people, adopt. Once children will be playing around you, there are many children that are looking for people to come home. Go and adopt them. You don't need to give yourself one kind of hypertension or anything.
Did you know my fear? My fear now is people that are single and people that are still not yet married. I know a lot of them will have, like what you are saying, that if you had seen this,
yes,
probably maybe you might not even
maybe as a teenager,
or as a teenager that you don't have. Yeah, because it's already creating some fear for people. They call it gamophobia, fear of marriage, fear of loving or committing to a relationship. Because you'll be like, these are the things you wake up to see every day. You see on social media, you see around. Some people are raised even among this kind of toxic environment, and they'll be like, if this is what love is all about, then what's the point? Like, if these people keep seeing this every day, they'll be like, what's the point of marrying? And it's gone are the days that our parents were like, oh, do or die there, you have to be there, you have to just endure. I heard a granny who was saying something that after God, the next important thing is your career, your purpose, as in what you want to do in life. As a lady, I was shocked, as I was expecting her to say after God, your husband should be the next thing. this son that I respect so much. And when she said, after God, see, a year life where is what is important next. And I was like, yes, our parents are really waking up to understand that it is not like you are just have to endure something just because it's like this is a fight that will keep that will continue if things are not really handled well. But I'm not going to do much of this because this is coming from the religious setting. I want us to hear from the spiritual leaders and to tell us why this thing is, because I've heard story whereby some people were like, a lady was talking about how the pastor husband, the husband is a pastor too, always abuse her, always beat her with machete like that, and until she escaped for her life. But it's not everybody that have that strength to escape, and a lot of them will be like, let's stay there, like what you are saying, because of pity, because of fear, because God hates divorce, a lot of things. But I want to hear from our pastor here to say something about this. Number one, why is this so rampant even among spiritual family?
Well, it's not just among spiritual family, it's everywhere now.
We know, but
there is pressure everywhere.
It is from the spiritual angle that is very, very prominent.
Well, when you look at the story of this particular pastor who happened to be a youth pastor in a very big denomination, the reality on ground is that there was violence. There has been a history of violence. And that is my concern. You remember this lady, Osinachi?
Yes.
There has been history of violence. These things, they don't just happen once. There has been history. Now, it might have started by little punch. I said, sorry, no, you are the love of my life. It was a mistake. It was a demon. And it will advance. Any man that lays hands on you because he's angry can do anything when he gets more angry. The only thing is the level of the anger. If the anger gets to boiling point, he will not care about your life. So no matter how angry a man is, once he starts raising his hands to fight, let's take away pastor aside, let's take away position, calling, that it means the man lacks self-control. And any man that lacks self-control will do anything. So the first thing is like the man, that pastor was saying that it was the lady that killed herself. And when the autopsy was done, it was discovered that there are some places that were stabbed that nobody can stab. You can't stab yourself at some areas in your body.
So where your hands are not
reach. You understand? And it doesn't add up for someone to stab herself 76 times.
I can't process it honestly, 76.
So I think we have a big problem here, and the problem is still coming from how the Bible had been interpreted before now. How the Bible has been interpreted. I've heard people come on to say God hates divorce. For that reason, you must not divorce. No. If you read that scripture very well, which happens to be the book of Malachi, chapter 2, verse 15 and 16. If you read verse 15 very well, God said he hates someone being treacherous. That when you deal with your wife of you treacherously, that he will not even listen to your prayer. So it's not the divorce that starts the conversation of God hates divorce.
So can you break that treacherously? Because some people might still see it as a big grammar, that how can I be treacherous to my wife? At least I'm buying her gift, I'm doing this. At least I want her to listen to me. Is that maybe trying to punish her for what she thinks she does to me? Is it being treacherous?
Treacherous starts from when you have some level of control freak.
Okay.
And you want to forcefully subdue her, to reduce her to nobody. Then you are doing things and you are feeling, okay, I'm deceiving her. She's not aware. So it's like you are gaming her. You are making her to feel less important or to become a shadow of herself. And most of the time you will have words to coin out to make her look evil. Just after the order of that guy saying that even at death, he was still lying that it was a lady that killed herself. You understand? So when we begin to talk about treacherous someone being treacherous, it starts from those little things that are not taken note of. Abusing a woman, talking her down, that she's nobody. I'm helping you. Telling a woman, if not that God says I should marry you, now I will not marry you. You understand all those kind of stuff.
Like you are helping,
telling her like you are. I just help your destiny to marry you. Kind of mentality.
And those things are really like current in men's sleeps, because some men feels that they are doing some women a favor
by marrying.
Yes, and it depends on the woman as well. Maybe she comes from a background that is low, from the village, or like stories like that, and maybe the man is like, okay, and because you come from village, I'm saving your family, and because she knows if she leaves, her family is going to suffer. So it's more like she's just like the bargain for both. Do you understand? But those things are things that people can't really come out from, not because they don't want to, but because they think of the consequences ahead, and they feel like no, I can't.
But should I now come in now?
Yes.
See, gone are the days that women are depending on men. See, ladies of nowadays, they are the ones that are even spending on their man. A woman, have you ever imagined a woman that is spending on a man, and the man is still trying to inflict control that as in, you understand? I read the story of a man that was saying that, okay, you are earning like, sorry sir, you are earning like 200 and your wife is earning maybe 1.5 million, and they were asking the question that, okay, so can you go to the house maybe she's renting a house of maybe like a particular amount. He said he can't go, that she should come and stay where he's renting, maybe like a room and parlor. And the lady has the right, she has the money to maybe to live in a duplex. He said no, he should come to stay with him. And they were asking her, but she has the money. She said no, that she will have the control, that she will feel too big, she will be so proud. And he said, okay, if you are not living together and she has a car and you don't have a car, will you ride this car? He said, I can still ride this car. And ride that car. You're like, so what's
that's inferiority complex.
You understand? So some men, so this has to do with a lot of men. So there are some men that don't even, they feel like maybe they are helping, maybe they feel, some ladies, some women, there's a story of this lady that died, that passed on some times ago. One lady like this that married a dispatch rider, or I can't remember. No, not that one. One lady from, is it Thief? One TV, and that the story was really, the lady was very chubby. I've forgotten the name, Loretta or Lolita, something like that. And the guy was having an affair with somebody else, and he was still married with the lady. So the guy was feeling like, this lady is out of age, she's on the big side, I'm helping her, she's over age, and the lady was still enduring, and she was telling the lady on the day of marriage that I will show you Pepe. The story was very popular then. So I'm talking about angle of ladies that feel like, okay, age is not on their side, I need a man. So those are the ones that men feel like, I'm helping you by just showing you love. So men like that, they don't love those ladies, they just want to take advantage. Maybe the lady has money, they want to take advantage of them.
Well, the first thing I would like to say, you made mention of something the other time about a particular scenario of I can't put it word for word, but more like marriage. It's not compulsory after God purpose, and I put it to you that the lady is 100% on point, because that's at some point in time Jesus was asked a very critical question. Jesus was asked that there was a man who got married by the Pharisees, and the Pharisees, they know how to coin questions because they are always looking for a way to nail Jesus and tell you, you said you are wise, we've got you with the law. So they said the fourth man died, the brother took over the wife.
Okay.
Then the brother died, the second brother and the third brother, until the seventh brother. They now ask the question.
So imagine, you can say, women is agenda, they don't suffer for men's hands.
They now ask, in heaven,
who will not claim the wife?
Who is the original husband? And I think that question sends a lot of signals that we try to ignore. He said, in heaven, there is no marriage. Except you are going to another heaven where they distribute 70 virgins. You understand? But the heaven we are talking about here, there is no marriage. And I began to take a critical view of the scripture. I discovered that Adam was created. And when he was created, he was given purpose first. He said, till the ground. He was given purpose first. Then after a while, God said, it's not good for man to be alone. Now, when we talk about men, now we're talking about male, female now. So, the reason why we really marry is for us not to be alone.
Like for companionship.
Companionship and agreement to do things better. The support system. So, when the marriage is now redefined to another thing, instead of partnership, we begin to have competitiveness. That is your own, this is my own. But they have to be one. See, once there many homes are divided and they don't know, once there is competitiveness, you are doing your own, I'm doing my thing. It's okay because we may have separate jobs, we may have separate purpose, or different purpose. But if you cannot come to unity to align that I'm supporting you in your vision, you are supporting me in my vision, so that at the end we have common goals. If we don't have that agreement, it's a matter of time. It's like a time bomb. We will get to the point that everything will explode. If you will put it right, as a matter of fact, I will advise any young lady that wants to marry or young man that wants to marry, don't marry for fantasy. Marry in line of purpose.
Sir, let me cut you. I know you have a lot of things to say, but before I forget, you said something. The reason why God created marriage, number one, you said for companionship and agreement. Abi?
Yeah.
What other reason God created marriage?
Procreation.
Procreation. What other reason?
Well, once these ones are taken, others are just
companionship, procreation.
Yeah.
Okay, now because this marriage palaver, agreement.
Yeah.
Now fine. So now this marriage one like is giving so much stress. Like people are like, is there no way? Is that people are looking for alternative to get all these things outside marriage? Now companionship agreement. I've seen people that they get to do things, they do purpose, they get visions done, even without getting married.
Yeah, you can.
I don't know if you are. They get things done. We've seen singles that are not married and
you said they get things done. I think we also need to point out some things. What are the things they get done?
Wait. No, I know what I'm saying. I know what I'm saying. You're talking about companionship agreement. You get companionship from. You can get people are having pets, even animals, as companion now.
Okay.
You understand? I'm just trying to make us see the reason.
People get companion from a lot of places.
A lot of places, I want us to see, because if we see that, okay, there's more reason why I need to get married. You understand? Because a lot of people get married for no reason. Some people get married just to get somebody to ease out from. You understand?
Yeah.
And now people can get that even though biblically it's not allowed. But for procreation, I asked a lady an honest question that, okay, peradventure, God forbid, if marriage did not come, when you expect maybe the kind of man you want, that what is your next thing? And she said what I expected her to say. She said she's going to go have a baby and she's going to live her life.
Yeah.
She told me that and I was like, wow. I'm not disappointed at all. You say, she saw that she's very, very honest. I said, I understand you. And honestly, when people get to understand that, okay, people need to know the reason why they want to get married. Where you can get everything you are getting in marriage. Some people are in a sexless marriage. Some people are in a marriage that even there's no children, there's no companionship. And you ask questions, okay, what are we now doing this for? So is this marriage or what? You understand? So when people understand that there's more to all those things you want to get in marriage, there's more to it, they will see the reason. But if there's no other reason, people won't value that. They won't see any reason. That word marriage I'm afraid it might cease to exist in some people's dictionary.
Okay, let's really ask ourselves a question. The word marriage.
Okay.
What does it really mean?
Okay. Sir.
Joining together.
Okay.
You understand? Mm-hmm. So what makes a marriage, husband and wife now, is the covenant, the vow. It's not the sex. I know some people have said that it's the sex that finalizes. It's not the sex, it's a covenant. And you talked about sexless marriage. Yeah, there's tendency that people can be in a sexless marriage for a certain period of time, which Apostle Paul also said that, but they should come back together so that they will not be tempted.
Yeah.
You understand? So, if we don't set the priorities right, we will not be able to avoid errors. See, Apostle Paul gave a clause that we call the abandonment clause in theology. And he said, if the unbelieving spouse departs, the other spouse is not under any bond. There is a place for depart, as in departing. Some people are living together, but they've departed from one another. And people don't talk about things anymore. People are not ready to talk about things that they need to talk about. And if you don't talk about things you should talk about, you will give reactions you shouldn't give. And that's why many marriages, many homes are having reactions, but no talk. They are having reactions, but they are not talking about it. They don't want to talk about it. Because everybody's, you should know. You should know. And at the end, nobody knows. So I think there is more to marriage. But there should be no kids. Have you asked yourself one question about the parable? I mean, not the parable, the incident that happened, whereby they were asking Jesus, the first man, the second man, until the seventh. Did you ask the question, what were they trying to do? Procreate after the name of that family. So in the name of procreation, after the name of that family, the woman will marry 7 husbands from the same family. Sleep with brother, until the 7th one. In the name of culture. This is not the way Jesus wants it. And that's why even the law of Moses, Jesus said, I have fulfilled it. Let's enter a realm of grace, whereby love God, and love your neighbor as yourself becomes what propels you to do things. Not just one law that because she has not given birth to. Do you know that in the law of Moses there is a guy called, I think, Onan? I can't remember his name right now. He tried to the first brother died, one of the sons of, I think, patriarchs, Judah or thereabout. The first son died, so the lady married the next brother. That brother too died, married the third one. The third one, when it was time for him to procreate, after enjoying, he spilled the seed out and God killed him. You understand? And God killed him because he was wicked. Because he didn't do it out of love. He's a user. He just tried to use the lady to satisfy his pleasure without caring about the lady. Do you understand? So I think it's time for us to understand that what Jesus is teaching us when he said that God, we should avoid divorce or something. He's trying to teach us love. Not for us to become so stupid, gullible, until a man removes knives and stab or kill.
But sorry, let me come in a bit.
All
But
right.
you know, you were talking about marriage. Because I asked the question that what is now the purpose of marriage? You mentioned something like covenant. Do you know that there are a lot of spouses, a lot of partners that
No. A covenant is not the purpose of marriage.
okay,
Covenant is what makes marriage husband and wife.
and wife ahead. I know where I'm going.
Okay.
But you know that some people have ceased to become husband and wife by breaking some of these covenants. A wife that you lift your hand to beat, a wife that you are not paying your duty, or maybe a husband that you are not, someone you are not, maybe either, I'm talking about either parties, because most of the time we look at it from the angle of the male, but it happens from the female to male too. But it's very prominent among the male to female. Somebody that you are not paying your right, your duty, that maybe there is no cordial relationship, you are already beating that person. I feel like the covenant is no more binding those the couple together. It's already broken. And you are saying that, okay, God hates divorce, I don't break this, don't do that. But once you have already broken the law by doing all these things, then I think the person has the right to make a choice, not to endure.
Well, let me see if I can just get this out.
Okay.
He said, did he not make them one with a portion of the Spirit, that's God's Spirit now, in their union? In their union. And what was the one God seeking? Godly offspring. That means when you are married in procreation, God, one of the things that makes you union and makes God to be involved in the union is raising also offsprings that are godly, training them after the heart of God. You understand? So guard yourself in your spirit and let none of you faithless to the wife of your youth. Then after that, for the man who does not love his wife but divorce her, God hates. I said that just to put it direct. So before you say God hates, there are some divorce. Before it even gets to divorce, this scripture is talking to men more than women. I believe you understand. Treacherous handling of people, believing you are smarting them. I've been in counseling for a while at least. I've seen a situation whereby someone was saying that the wife was complaining. The husband took a loan in the name of the wife. You understand? Took a loan with the wife's account, running in millions. Then went on and started chatting another girlfriend that she thought she's smart. All the money that she's getting, that it's making her to be proud. I've collected this loan 20 years. She won't be able to pay. She will now humble. She will calm down.
Can you imagine? Can you? It's daft. No, it's daft, sir. It's not. It's even more as in.
So if I'm talking like this, I'm talking because I've seen a lot. And the wife, being a very religious person, believes that we should just be praying for him. So the wife came for prayer for him. I had to sit her down and say, your husband doesn't need prayer. Your husband needs confrontation. Your husband needs sense. We need to talk to him. Bring him if you can. You understand? Because there are some people that they believe they are smart, but they are earnestly wicked. They are wicked. And if not that the lady saw that, the lady will still believe that my husband didn't have money. So the lady will now be moving from loan to loan to meet up with the bill. And the man used that money to buy land in his own name, not her name. So when we are talking about things happening, I think things you don't confront and you think you are managing it, can lead you to a point that you can take no more, lose your patience, lose everything, and at the end, what you are so much afraid of will later happen.
Thank you, sir. Honestly, this is, it's really deep and it's very annoying. Even when you hear some story, it just pissed me off. Like, why will somebody, as in someone you claim to love, someone you claim that, oh, you are my wife, you are my husband, and you'll be having this kind of thoughts? When the scripture says the heart of man is desperately wicked, as you can't really, the way we had, we don't even know what is in our hearts, but honestly, a lot of people are falling victim of this kind of deceptive partner, that they have something, they have an ulterior motive, and they still be proving, oh, I love you, you are my sugar and my tea, and this and that. Honestly, but let us take it back to the spiritual. I know you have a lot of things you want to ask our pastor, but let me just ask this question before you bring your hold on. Because from the spiritual angle, people believe that everybody, because of my community of singles, when I ask them, okay, what are the things you want in a man, in the wife, the first thing they will say, guess what? The first thing is the spell. When they say, okay, list 5 things you want in a man or a woman.
God-fearing.
Well, I wanted that to say, you are God-fearing. So I wanted to God-fearing. You will see that number one is God-fearing. A guy will say, I want a God-fearing lady. A lady will say, I want a God-fearing. And when they are now asked, what is even God fearing? Do you
Let's
understand?
define it.
Do you understand what they say God fearing is? Because I don't understand. People want somebody, some people are saying, oh, I want to marry a pastor.
Okay.
I want to marry a bro. I want to marry a tongue flashing sister. You know, we desire all these things, thinking that this is the criteria that, okay, once I get this person, oh, I'm okay. But it's quite unfortunate that all these ones are the ones, they're even doing worse than some unbelievers. So that you even see some unbelievers. I know a couple, very popular person, that she met her husband, they met each other at a clubhouse. Yes, at a clubhouse, and they are doing fine. The two of them are. So why is it that all these things hide under the guise of spirituality, religious, and it's now affecting people to not even speak out. They dare not hear my pastor do this, or they dare not hear brother somebody brother Soji, brother Yinka, you know, because people expect a lot from people that are under that hide under spirituality. Why do people hide under spirituality?
I would like to say this: we must not mix spirituality with religiosity.
Okay.
See, people who are very religious are always very mean. With my little experience, that they can go as far as killing someone because they want to satisfy God. So when you have someone who has a religious mindset, he's not thinking in love. And that's why Jesus has spelled it out expressly, that the only commandment we have, which is the greatest commandment, maybe not only because as you walk with God, He will show you more things.
Yeah.
But the greatest commandment is to love. He even asked the question in the books of John, 1 John. He said, how can you say you love God and do not see? Whereas the people you are seeing daily, you can't show them love. So I will say this, it can never be overemphasized. Value system, not fantasy. You must know there are some homes that are good. Every home will go through its own challenges. I heard a preacher, a pastor that said that people are talking about their troubles in the home, that he has never had any trouble since he has been married. I said, I envy you, well done. Well done. But the reality is this. There is a way people want people to make them look, reputation. How they want you to assess them and look them. So they say things that will make you look onto them as mentor.
Okay.
But in reality,
that's deception now.
In reality, what they are going through, or until you ask that preacher, or until you ask from the wife of that preacher, have you gone through anything?
You say,
that is when you will know the truth or the crux of the matter.
But people try to, maybe, is it not, should we say maybe they are trying to protect the image of each other.
Reputation, yeah. But that's why it's good to have someone you trust to counsel you. One of my daughters once came to me and told me that her husband was choking her. I said, don't allow that. Cry out now. Because he will say, sorry, I'm so sorry, I didn't mean it, I'm so sorry. You know I really love you. But he has laid the foundation.
The cycle continues.
The cycle continues. Every time he's angry, he will be thinking of how to inflict damage on you. You understand? So I told her, call his pastor, talk, cry out before it's too late. Any form of abuse, if you don't address it, it will undress you. So cry out.
Sir, what are churches going to do about this? Because I don't know. Let me give you time. Go ask your question first. Because
the question I have is that from a Christian perspective, do you feel couples should revisit and renew their love?
Like vow, right?
Yes, something like that. Because we renew our driving license, we renew a lot of things. No, it's the truth. We renew a lot of things that are important to us. And in a journey, we are moving. And there's no renewal. Like I feel it should be like more like, even if it's February 14, probably we should just make it known to people, like,
love
okay, yes, like love, it's true. Like, okay, did I do anything to hurt you? What am I doing you don't like? Like, I feel it will encourage the bond. But if everybody's keeping their darkest moments to themselves, by the time it will explode, it will look like, wow, this happened in 2001 and I'm just saying it's 2025. Like, and everybody just moves on. So I feel, I don't know, but I feel like it's a question that in the hearts of people, should should couples or should churches encourage maybe a day where like couples can renew their love, what they feel about each other? Because when it's the day of marriage, you see them smiling and saying it. Oh, okay, what's your love for this person? They'll say it. The girl will smile, the man will say it. So maybe it's no, it's
You renew the vow on my own day. I don't feel remember any vow I made. I don't even remember any renew. Me, I just feel like that renewal is just a. It's just a.
or let's say revisits their love.
Wait.
covenant or
I
something.
understand whichever one. Just call it any. It's just like a proto, like a procedure. We treat it as a procedure. In fact, that renewal self is the same way they be writing it. Oh, today I take you as my lawful husband, as my lawful till then. So it's like we're just cramming it. You don't really know what we are even saying. You understand? Renewal, I know it's good or it's okay, but renewal without proper working on yourself as an individual, me, I don't see. I don't see that. But let's say from our pastor, maybe we can be doing remarriage day, as in okay, we wear wedding gown. Oh yeah, I want to marry my husband again. So what can you say to that?
If you renew a covenant and you didn't renew attitude, the covenant will soon expire again.
Yeah.
I think one thing that the Bible says we should renew consistently is our mind. Because a mind that cannot process love will always go against it. So, see, I'm sorry to say, but look at the Bible carefully. Let's take away all these, how will I put it? Ceremony, wedding ceremony. Now, let's take it away. Let's just put it aside. In the Bible, carefully study Adam's wedding. Adam's wedding was a commitment. He said, "You are my wife." You understand?
Yeah.
And he stood by that commitment. Even when God chased them out, he carried his wife and followed. That is commitment. The question is, how many people are committed to their relationship? Because a lot of people cannot talk again, because when they try to talk in their relationship, it's either the man goes going or the woman goes silent. And after going silent, the next thing is reaction. For the next 6 months, you can be cooking in the kitchen and be hitting everywhere. The husband too can be driving and say, I'll drive every one of you. So before you know what's going on, the next day you see something, to even air it out becomes a rocket science, because you don't know. You don't want to experience what you've been through for the past 6 months. You understand? So, and with that, you see people withdrawing to their shell. They become more bitter. They are ready to talk to anybody about their spouse. Anybody. If the person doesn't say hello, how are you? I just have to ask, how are you doing? You say, it's my husband. This is my wife. This is what she has done. This is what he has done. They are ready to talk, because the more they talk, they feel light.
Hey, but I think talking is not bad now. But I think talking to the wrong person is what is bad.
You don't know the person is wrong, but you finish saying what you want to say.
See, as you are talking, let me give you one gist. As you are talking, your husband is having feedback. Your wife is having feedback. So the person that is telling your husband, this is what you've said, he's telling your husband, please, I don't want you to tell, I'm not the one. So your husband begins to react. You see, I've been in counseling for long, so I know how it works.
But what signs do marriage show like this having issues before things get worse? Like, how can they seek help early? There should be some signs that they should know that, okay, this thing is not really, it's not until it gets worse. But nowadays we just see the worst parts and we keep asking ourselves, how did this
when marriage starts getting reactional, everything reacts. Every little thing you react. Things that you used to play with before now becomes hazard. Things you say before now becomes things you can't say again, because you hear that bruise. You slap your husband before, you say, honey, I love the touch. At this point in time, you raise your hand, you receive 3. Say, I know what you want to do. You want to slap me again. I'm in band now. I'm not allowed. You understand? So at those points, when you start having reactional and defensive mechanisms, it's time for you to start working on the home. Because if you don't work on it, you get to a place that everything will look not organized again. Everything will just scatter. And at that point in time, for you to start picking the pieces, it may be too long because you have built something in your partner that he or she begins to look at you in a different way. And when she or he begins to look at you from that perspective, everything you say becomes a threat. So when you start noticing reactional behaviors, before, if he sees you with someone or she sees you with someone, she doesn't talk. She just believes that I trust my husband or I trust my wife. But now, if he sees you with someone or she sees you with someone, he said, the way you are smiling to that person, it's not good. You are a housewife. You understand, begins to feel insecure at every step, or she begins to feel insecure, then it's time to talk. See, you need to talk, but not claim rights. You need to know what is wrong so that you can work on it. But if you assume you know, you know, jealousy is another topic. I would not like to dive into it. But I would like us to look at it from this angle. When a home becomes so competitive, that home is gone.
Yeah.
That home is gone because the man buys something, the wife goes and buys something better and tells the husband, fake is what you buy. The husband says, no problem. The husband will go to the market and buy more original. Before you know what's going on, the resources that would have been useful for other things, energy that would have been used for other things, has been diverted into the competition. And it doesn't help. It's not healthy for any home.
It's because they have money. That one is better. In a situation where maybe
the one that
partner,
doesn't have money will borrow.
assuming the wife is the one that is buying something and the husband doesn't have money. So we don't want to compete.
Are you aware that there are some men, just like what you said, maybe I didn't answer that question.
Okay.
About the wife collecting 1.5 million and the husband collecting 200,000.
Okay.
Listen, as a man, never in your life be controlled or have fear because of the success of your spouse. Never. It's a sign that you're a weakling. Whatever your wife make sure you make the little. A little goes a long way. At least the little that takes care of the home as a man. Not the one that will drive you into competition with your wife or try to make her feel like, see, that you are collecting 1.5 million doesn't mean you shouldn't be home. I've been looking at you these days. The way you even drop the money, you drop it casually. You say that those things are not needed.
Yeah, but sorry, but you know that sometimes when a man has this kind of mindset that okay, my wife's money is my money, and it has to
no, your wife's money is not your money.
okay, wait. Like okay, whatever my wife has is still for the family, and is okay, is cool with it. And the man is someone that is mature, like you have said, someone that is mature, that is you understand, that is understanding. How about the influence of third parties that comes in? That they are the one that will say, your wife is using your glory. You so by the time now
parties have a whole lot.
So I think from families, friends, and they begin to make the man even feel insecure. I think we need to really talk about that. The influence even on
finance is another topic, and it's a long topic. But one thing is everybody involved in the home must learn how to manage their finance and also have unity management. That means we come together and also manage things. It works from different homes to different homes in different ways. See, financial management, your wife's money is not your money. Let it ring in your head. It's what your wife gives you that becomes your own.
But my husband's money.
Your husband's money is not your money.
I disagree with that.
No, listen. You might disagree with it. You must.
Actually, it's right.
Yeah, it's not your. See, it's not your money. It is what it shows you that you can see how you will negotiate to get parts from. I don't know if you understand. I'm being very blunt. You understand? Having that mentality that your husband's money is your money maybe if you marry in abroad
Mhm.
and you marry a man that doesn't have responsibility, family together, or marry a wife that doesn't have responsibility, because a lady that was trained, the father, the parents, they used her as insurance that in our future will be brighter.
Mhm.
Finally got job. They are paying millions as announced at home. Let me thank God. Oh. Then the husband says submit everything. And when she submits everything, the husband begins to sermonize her. Don't you see bills? We must take care of this car. See, our priorities differs.
Mhm.
This lady has responsibility, needs to take care of her family, at least be responsive. The man too has family to be responsible. So they might come together and agree on how.
Yeah.
But if you have a selfish man that believes that, see, my project is more important than your project, it's better everybody keeps their money.
I think that's why women too are taking their feet, standing on their feet. That, okay, I want to make my money, because a lot of parents, most of our mothers didn't have the opportunity
Yeah.
to work, to do some things, and they have to depend on their husband for
Mhm.
everything they need. But now, women are they are being
I think the issue
they are
back then
empowered
was
by themselves.
because a man is considered the head of the family. So
Yes.
The man is still the head
yes.
till now.
So that's why
And
the
so
headship.
they put
The
every
headship is now.
responsibility
So
on
the
them.
headship is so now. What now makes a man the head now? So the headship now is
No,
now
it's
being
more like in a class, we have a class rep.
Mm-hmm.
Now that does not mean every work should be on the class rep. If not, the class will be the
Division
weakest
of
class.
labor.
Yes,
Exactly.
yes.
So that's the thing. In
So
marriage.
the man
is the head, like the
Mhm.
front person. When it comes to
Mhm.
this family, he speaks out.
Mhm.
It's the one that everybody listens to. Like, is the main person of the family.
And if things
That
were
does
not done,
mean-
and if things were not done by the class members, who does it?
They will ask the class rep.
Eh,
That does not
so-
mean we should now.
Yeah,
leave
that's
the
what
class
I'm
rep
saying. That's
alone.
what I'm saying.
I don't know if
That
you get what I'm
I get what I'm saying, but you know, there are some class rep, there are some headship that have lost responsibility of headship.
Yes,
You understand?
that's when the
So that's
class
what I'm
members
saying,
come in.
that your head.
Because I think that thing still happened to me last week.
Mhm.
Our leader of the team was not really doing well,
Okay.
and we need to complete that project.
Mhm.
So I single-handedly did it. I'm not the group leader. I am not the assistant.
Mhm.
But if I don't help my team, they will tag our team as the team
Yeah.
is not
It's not working.
working
Yeah,
well.
that's the spirit of
Yes.
marriage.
And the spirit of every leadership is to be able to do the things that even the subordinates cannot do, because there might be times that the
But
subordinate will be
sometimes
able
the
to do
leaders
it.
themselves now even demotivate the people that
Yeah,
supposed to help
but
them.
at the same time, the leader should lead by example. Be the one to, if you say, okay, we ask you this for, the leader should know that, okay, I should be the one to even start it, initiate it first. So not that you now become a boss. So I think that's what most of the men always do, that, okay, since I'm the head, I have the right, just dictate, do this.
You
I'm
just
not
sit
even
down watching
responsible.
TV,
I'm watching TV. Some people, when they ask,
No,
what does the daddy does? You just hold on newspaper and watch TV. You say it is the woman's responsibility to take care of the children, to wash play, to wash your kilo shell now. There should be division of labor.
As a man, what makes you to be a man is to man up to responsibilities. Not, you may not have, but see, it's not, everything is not about money.
Exactly.
Absolutely,
Yeah, there are times that you are present, not absent. You are present in the home. See, let me ask you a question. In the Garden of Eden, who ought to be the provider?
Right. It's the man.
The man. But who provided the apple? The woman.
The devil.
No,
That shows she has been providing before the apple.
you understand? So it's not about anybody can win bread in the home. The man must not be the breadwinner. Must not be. It's not a must.
But the man must be able to decide what kind of bread you eat or not.
But
Because at the end of the day, because of his irresponsibility, when God was still asking again, say, the woman you gave me, he was one that gave me the apple. You know, it sounds somehow now. You are the one that should be the head now. You are the head chief. So you should be able to challenge that. where did you get this
No,
from?
He actually asked now. He asked.
Because of
If-
trust.
No,
yeah,
sometimes
yeah,
you can trust somebody to the point that whatever they bring.
Yeah,
Even
absolutely.
the reason that is there.
No,
He
it's
even
not-
asked.
Oh, wait. But
It's
here's what
not
we kind
the
of
fruit.
trust.
If not because God asked
That
them
is how some people have eaten some fruit that led to their own downfall because you are trust so much. As you trust, you let your brain and your senses be okay.
May I say
And-
that it's
and
not
some
today that
people
women
trust
have been
men.
giving
Some
men
people
food.
trust.
So why
some
can't we
spirit-
trust their food?
Some people, because I don't want us to deviate from this stuff. Some people have trust spiritual people or religious people so
Yeah.
much that this person can lead you to heaven.
Yeah.
See, no, but trust only yourself. I think I asked me a
You can't
question.
even
Somebody,
trust
I
yourself.
asked him, I didn't trust. He said no. That thing hits me.
You can't even trust yourself.
I
Trust
just
in the leading of the Holy Spirit.
Honestly, I just see that okay, that thing is true. You can't trust somebody and say I trust you because yourself you don't even know what you can
But
do.
the thing is, in marriage, everybody expects you to say I trust them.
Yes, that
When you now say you don't trust them,
but
that's
to,
another
but
issue.
to a level now, it has to be to
That's
a
the
level.
point.
No, the commitment, you see, the two are one.
Mhm.
That means they do a lot of things in oneness.
Yes,
Mhm.
You understand? There is a level of trust.
exactly.
There is a level of trust that is demanded for people to even be partners.
Yeah.
You understand? And if that level of trust is missing, it will give room for concern.
Yes, exactly.
You understand? I can't sleep. I will not be able to sleep because my spouse is with me. I don't know if you understand. Some people, when they are like the lady that was stabbed, which we started it on.
She trusted no,
You
she
understand?
died. She
The-
trusted that
the
he can't
family-
kill me.
Yeah, the family, that's the wife's family, said there has been history of violence. So if there has been history of violence, someone has beaten me once, twice, you still expect me to trust.
Yeah.
I can only trust that you will beat me. I can't trust you will not beat me again.
Mm.
As a matter of fact, when I see your hands up, I will pick race because I know what you can do now.
Yeah.
So trust is end.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
You understand? So it's not about don't you trust me? Don't you no? Work it out.
trust you. It is well. Well, because of our time, I think we really need to really talk about the solution and how people can really detect this early. I think you asked the question, but I think there should be a way that we can detect this even before marriage. And I think that has to do a lot with our from our religious setting. Marriage counseling. How do we, because we see people that they still go through some of these things and the things still get scattered at the end of the day. What should we do? At least prior to the marriage, when you are noticing things in the marriage and maybe later end, how long should one box things up? How long should one keep things because you're trying to protect the image? The man of God, he has reputation, he has big church, he has his Johnson. So do you want to go first? Like
Yeah.
just
The thing is, I feel the question is, can marriage counselors be trusted? Because
That's the
before thinking of the pastor or maybe my spouse, I'm thinking of myself. Is what I'm saying safe? Like, is what I'm saying, will it make my respect outside to be depreciated? Now, when I look at everything, the person I have as a marriage counselor, maybe in my church or something, is not somebody I know I can trust with my words. No matter the preaching they say that if you need anything, meet this person. I know that no matter how I can meet this person, the respect that person has for me drops.
Wow.
I will hold back. Now we are asking that what is the way out? The way out is we are presenting ourselves as counselors. Are we really are we fit to be called Danny? It's just like I was telling some set of people, and I said it's just like a young teenager walks into the hospital and asks for an abortion. Now the teenager is feeling that what she's saying is safe in our hands. But some people, what she's saying, as soon as she says that, everybody that is around knows what the teenager has done, even though she don't know how to say anything. That imagine for 6 years, okay, not and she see, and you call yourself somebody that can keep their secrets. That okay, this is what you can do. Okay, we'll book a session with you. We'll do this, we'll do that. Now that teenager, if she had drops what I just said, will not trust me, will not trust everybody, will not even mind going to take some medications just to do that thing and might lose her life. So now the thing is, we counselors, we religious leaders, can we be trusted? Is it something we used to preach on a Sunday morning? Is it something that we used to talk to the spouse that well done, now is I hope you bought that coke yesterday. So the woman will be like, oh, did you tell this person I did not
Yeah.
like. So are those things safe? So if we can have a balance that okay, what we are saying is safe, people will walk in and be like, oh, let's go and talk to a counselor about it. And that's like some of Christians that we see them, they are going outside to meet counselors outside because those counselors outside are even more safer to keep your secret with than somebody that is around you.
Thank you. Let me thank you very much. That's a very, very important aspect. I think what I need to talk about is from the religious setting. A lot of people, even aside from religious setting, you talk about, can marriage counselors be trusted? The truth is, one of the ethical value of a counselor is confidentiality.
They taught us in school.
Yes,
that's not what we do.
Yes, that is as for things that has to do with service and things like that has to do with personal people. Confidentiality is very, very important. That is what I think we need to really hold in high esteem, where we are somebody that some people reach out to, whether even as a pastor, as a minister. Confidentiality is key. When people can know that, okay, your secret, whatever you're telling me, is safe. You know what they taught us is, when, except you discover that this person is, there's already maybe self-harm infliction, maybe something like suicide or something that is very, very harmful. That's why you cannot, you still ask the person, see, this thing, no, I'm going to keep everything confidential, except there's something you are going through that might be risky for your health. I will have to really talk to maybe your parents or things like that. You understand? So I think that is a value system that I think everybody, even whether you are not even a counselor, because we see that a lot of people are even counselors now, whether they are professional or not. But please learn to keep people's privacy private. It's not issue that you now discuss with your partner, or you now make it a discussion at if you see what this person is even saying. Do you understand? So I think that is the key that we need to really take seriously, where among our religious setting, keeping people's issue private. And not that when people say, this person is going through this time, you'll be like, how could, with the way I read this person,
exactly.
I look, with the way he's speaking in tongues, so he can be doing this, you understand? So there's nothing new other there. If somebody is going through something, or if they are human, before they become who they are, they are human beings first. So we should understand people's privacy and people's personal issue and keep it personal. I think with that, I think it can really help people understand. Final words, like based on our question.
Okay, I'm trying to pick the question again.
Yeah, people try not to talk to people because of how spiritual, maybe religious people address, maybe making it like a public and not trusting them enough with their information.
Well, the reality is that there's what you call confidentiality. If you have a loose mouth, naturally people can't even trust you. But when it comes to marriage, there is a level of, I want to keep it to myself. If you get to a time, you still have to voice out. See, and there are times that you are looking for someone who will fight for you. But the question is that when you are going through something, who are the people you talk to? Who are the people in your clique? Who are the people you really... It's not everything you take to pastor or a counselor. Who are your friends? Who are the friends of your spouse? See, as a man, if I offend my wife, I don't want to hear it from outside. I prefer she walk up to me and tell me. But once I start hearing from outside, and the person telling me from outside tells me, please I don't want your wife's trouble. You understand? The person has caused more damage. I won't be able to speak with my spouse, my wife, but I will be reacting. So I will still believe, before talking to third party, speak to your spouse. Talk things out.
I think having good communication, because some people might say, okay, I don't talk to you because of the way you react last time I talked to you.
That will take me to this other point I would have loved to say.
Okay, briefly.
Respect. That you are going through something and you are angry doesn't mean you should pour it with a loosed mouth. Learn to respect your spouse. If your wife offended you and you are very angry and you want to talk about it, don't wear attitude. You know there are some men, they don't wear attitude. They will do, You understand? You don't need all that. You don't need to be childish about it. And that Your wife is not talking about it and you are noticing something. You are the head. Responsibility demands as a head. Call her. What are you going through? Nothing.
Nothing to see.
Yeah.
And some men will agree that nothing. Well, some men cannot persist.
You have to insist and persist.
But some men cannot persist.
You understand? Listen, there are ways to these things. If the person is saying nothing, and you are saying that the
reactions
countenance is not showing that there is nothing, buy her a gift, what she wants.
That's it.
Trigger the love language. See if she will vomit it out.
Sir, come and teach us how to trigger our partner to talk. Because of our time, because I know we really out of time. But let me just allow you finish that.
But you know, when your first love started, you knew how to make them talk. Return to the first love. Should we talk?
Most people always forget about the way they did then. Once they've gotten the
see, every woman knows their husband more than any other person, including the one that their husband is looking out. The wife will just sit down there. You are on your phone, Abi. Is it your mechanic you are talking to this time? You understand? Every spouse knows their spouse. So communicate instead of throwing tantrums.
Communicate instead of throwing tantrums. Don't show reaction. Respond, Abi.
Yeah, respond.
Respond. Don't react. Respond. We've said a lot today. Absolutely. Honestly, we've said a lot, and you have to go over. In case you miss this, you have to just go over and watch this thing, because it's going to really save a whole lot. It's going to save a lot. And my own final word, because of time, please speak out. No matter your level, no matter where your spiritual quality, your eye level, your position, your rank, your hierarchy, please speak out. Have good people you talk to. You can't say maybe you are going through a challenge in your home. Maybe you are going through, and the person you talk to is someone that is already divorced, someone that does not even have a settled home. He's your bestie that you share your marriage issues.
Or someone eyeing your husband.
And you understand. So what do you expect the person? He will make you better come and join the clique. But it doesn't mean that you can't really work on. There are some relationships that can still be worked on. Actually, there are some that no matter what you do, if the covenant is already broken, you can't work on it. And there are some that can work on. How do you work on your relationship? I always say this. There was a time I was having an issue with my husband, talking about that, having somebody to talk to. Then I just finished my counseling session. I and my husband, we had to pay for to our boss. It's like a supervisor. We always call them supervisor. As a counselor, you should have a supervisor, someone that is superior to you that you can go back to, because we believe that you don't know it all. Nobody knows it all. And we paid and we had a session with the person. So always know that you don't know it all. You are not perfect. You are not the best. But there should be somebody that is even older in knowledge, spiritually, and in all ways older than you, can guide you through. There are some things that can still be worked on, whether on yourself as an individual or together as a partner. So please speak out, speak to the right person. This is very, very important. Don't wait till before somebody begins to stab you. You must have been showing some signs. So don't deny the red flags. Please, it's very important. Before marriage, after marriage, don't deny it. Please, always watch out for the red flags in your relationship. God will help you all in your homes. For anyone that their homes is going through turbulence, God will give you the wisdom to know the right thing to do. Because that's what I'm not going to say. God is going to help you God will give you the wisdom to know the right step, to know the right place to go to make things work out for you. Thank you very much, Mr. Isaiah, for coming. Thank you very much, Pastor Nixon. Really appreciate your insights all the time you come, and thank you for accepting us. And to you watching us with your data, thank you very much. I promise that there's going to be freebies. Please remind me on Christmas, the next episode, we're going to give free data to our viewers. We're going to give freebies. That's our own token from us on Unbroken Team. We're going to give it to you. Sorry, Unbroken Team. Unbroken is my head. Unbroken, not Unbroken, just a chat team. We're going to share that with you next week. So please subscribe to this channel. I'm working towards 1,000 before the end of this year. And I know it can happen through you by sharing, liking, commenting on this post. Thank you very much. Till I see you again next week for another interesting episode of Just a Chat. It's been BUNMI, ALABI saying, have an amazing day and bye.